Would you like to show me where Kant argued for God's existence in virtue of his revelatory actions and without which God couldn't be invoked? Did Kant teach that?
No, because that's doctrine, theological doctrine. That's not the product of philosophy.
Then he can't. Then there's no ultimate to invoke, sir.
No. Okay. Do you understand his transcendental argument, his pre-critical argument? May I ask?
I have a basic understanding about it. Okay, and so although Kant did come upon a good concept of transcendental reasoning, he didn't follow through to it sufficiently where he would realize that in order to truly present a transcendental argument, God would have to be revelatory, because otherwise you couldn't reason for God. How are you going to reason about what is the absolute, the ultimate, without the ultimate and the absolute actually revealing that it is? You would just be then just left conjecturing that it is there.
No, the idea is that, again, you need something that unifies all possibilities together, and the thing that unifies it would be a divine mind. That's it. That's all you need.
No, you're not getting this. You're just not getting what I'm saying to you. It's going in one ear and out the other.
Please tell me.
There's nothing.
Give you Kant's transcendental argument. You could give me yours, and let's kind of weigh this out real quickly.
Okay. Let me ask you real quick. Since you think you have greater understanding of Kant, which you probably do. Okay. By what means can you invoke that there is a singular concrete absolute that then institutes and secures everything that is, can be, and cannot be, and that within that set, there are some things that are unified? How do you do that?
It's just posited that there's a divine mind that unifies all of these.
No, that's an arbitrary assertion, sir.
No, it's not an arbitrary assertion.
It is arbitrary, and I'll tell you why. Does that divine mind disclose its existence?
Why is that even necessary?
Okay, that's an evasion to my question. Does that divine mind engage in revelatory actions that it is?
That seems to be irrelevant to a transcendental argument.
Okay, no, it is relevant. That's the second time you dodged the question. If you dodge it a third time, we're done talking, because I'm well acquainted with the strategy that people die. Okay,
I'm going to give you the Kantian argument.
Please do not overtalk me. Please do not overtalk me. Okay. Now, I asked you a question twice, and you decided to dodge. Okay, and if you keep on dodging, then the conversation's over. I said, can we legitimately instantiate that God necessarily is, without him engaging in revelatory actions that he is there?
Of course, you can give philosophical arguments for the existence of God. You
don't
need to have revealed theology. You never heard something called natural theology? You're not familiar with certain arguments for the existence of God? You're not familiar with something like the Neoplatonic argument, the Aristotelian argument?
I'm very aware of that, yes.
Okay, so you're telling me you cannot know of God's existence. You have no ability whatsoever outside of revelation. So all of these traditional arguments for the existence of God just have no merit according to you. The Aristotelian argument, the Neoplatonic argument.
That is correct.
Okay. So you are basically denying that humans can kind of reason to things in the world and see certain things about the being and attribute of things and come to the idea of an unconditioned reality that has certain attributes.
That is correct. You cannot do that.
Okay. So you're pissing on the entire history of natural theology, going from ancient times to medieval scholasticism up to now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the problem isn't that the reason is entirely flawed. It's that it's partial truth and partial error, but the error that's included in it wipes out what's ever true. Okay. For example, when we talk about evidential arguments for God or even classical arguments of God, it's not so much that they're entirely wrong, is that they are attempting to reason about certain things that are true by appealing to one or more false beliefs about the unbeliever. Okay? So Van Til said that the starting point, the method, and the conclusion all involve each other. So the starting point would be your self-consciousness. The method would be how you reason about the world, and the conclusion would be God as the ultimate, the absolute, and the creator, and they all are involved with each other. So do you understand in a world where God is ultimate, okay, there's a theological term for that. It's called principium ascendia. Have you ever heard of it?
Darth, I have a question for you. So, can you
Have you
answer
ever
this
heard of
question?
the term Principia Ascendia?
Again, please go explain that a bit, but I'd like to ask you a question.
Principia Ascendia is just a theological term meaning that God is the ground of all being. There's a secondary term called Principium, and I'm going to probably botch the pronunciation, but I'll do it
saying
anyway.
Why don't you just say God is an unconditional reality? Why can't you just say God is the unconditional reality? Okay,
are you going to let me finish, sir? Or are you going to be an asshole like you have in the past?
No, you want to just basically dominate the conversation.
Do you think that I
okay.
forgot? Okay, have a nice day. You were a prick
great.
then. You're being a prick now. Have a nice day. Okay. I don't mind if he disagrees, but if you want to be a prick, okay, then you're going to get muted. Okay. That's the way he wants it. That's the way he gets it. Yes.
Mr. Darth, may I ask you a question?